Institutions are essentially flooding XRP with trillions of dollars, which will push it up to 160.76. We are discussing the possibility that XRP, which is now trading at 2.85, could increase in value to over 160.6 during the next 48 to 72 hours. And it gets even more significant when we consider that Blackrock made that happen by completing the 9 trillion XRP buyback, which was its largest cryptocurrency buyback to date, and it will happen again in a few days. I'm sure you're wondering what comes next. Well, two significant things have been formally proven by organizations like JP Morgan and BlackRock. The first is BlackRock, which we have already indicated will be investing trillions of dollars in XRP, which will cause it to spike up to 160. However, we haven't yet discussed JP Morgan Chase's recent acceptance of XRP in payments, which expands XRP's usefulness and use case on a significant institutional banking scale. We anticipate that many more financial institutions will do the same. When we look at things on a larger scale, we can actually see that XRP is starting to supplant STGEFT. Let's examine what I'm going to show you today, which is something that I believe is absolutely enormous. Look at this, please. The son of U.S. President Donald Trump, Eric Trump, claims that SWIFT costs about $1.80 and the bags are bloated relics. DeFi and XRP will be able to lower the price. He also underlined the question of why we continue to use SWIFT when there are more cost-effective, efficient, and, above all, United States of America blockchain alternatives. Furthermore, XRP is unquestionably the cryptocurrency that has been named the top cryptocurrency in America. This is on top of the fact that it has all of the qualities you listed, including being inexpensive, quick to scale, and incredibly effective. Check this out as well, since Donald Trump is discussing XRP and even more headlines at a crucial moment there. Banks are starting to accept XRP and his children are talking about it. Donald Trump declares in public that the U.S. stock market will soar and that people should purchase stocks and cryptocurrency. Obviously, that means purchasing XRP. Now, if you look at this, we are looking at the possibility of injecting trillions of dollars into the XP with figures as high as 650 trillion would obviously cause a price spike of more than thousands and thousand, but in the short term, the more, we have hard proof that BlackBerry will infuse 9 trillion, which will result in 160 per XRP. Guys, have a look at this. In fact, we have teamed up with all of the viewers of today's broadcast to give them free XRP. Guys, this is essentially free money that you can obtain for doing nothing at all. All you need to do is enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel, and then complete the transaction and sign up for a poll using my link in the description. Once more, it takes less than 5 minutes to complete. This is a very, very good opportunity to obtain some free XRP before the big surge. Therefore, I strongly advise you to try and seize this fantastic opportunity. Having said that, let's return to the subject matter, because what we are discussing here is the possibility that XRP, which is now trading at $2.84, might rise to 160 in a matter of days. I'd like to show you some reports now. I hope this Twitter loads now. It's a little slow here, so I understand why it's not loading. However, the CEO of Ripple himself mentioned a significant XRP price hike. In another video, which I will also show you, Brad Cullinghouse, the founder of XRP and the CEO of Ripple, claims that Bitcoin will reach 200,000. He also emphasizes that Bitcoin will replace XRP, stating that the scale that XRP can enable will outcompete the market capital of Bitcoin, which would again push XRP's price into the tens of thousands of dollars. When you look at a comparable paper by Arthur Britchie, another XRP founder and co-founder, you won't be surprised to see that XRP is made for 10 $10,000 and needs to be scalable to support 7.5 billion people. I'd like to take a moment to show you all these videos because I believe they are very significant, but the money is coming into XRP, so it's just a matter of time till you go watch the tape. What is your desired Bitcoin price? Because as I previously stated, the founder of the Cardano blockchain projected 250,000 by the end of the year. I'll forecast Bitcoin, but I wouldn't predict XRP because it's too near to home, but I think 200,000 is not out of the question. For example, I believe that people misunderstand how the United States, the world's greatest economy, went from headwinds and enmity to tailwinds. What is your desired price for XRP and how does its performance stack up against that of Bitcoin? As we previously stated, Bitcoin has been a successful experiment in many aspects, but not in terms of payments. It frequently takes an hour for Bitcoin's throughput to complete a transaction. I believe Tavitt previously stated that you shouldn't use Bitcoin to purchase coffee unless you're willing to wait an hour for the transaction to be confirmed. The transaction costs would then be rather significant. Your Bitcoin. Oh, here's the thing though. Not only SWIFT and these enormous, large-scale organizations are involved, but Donald Trump has also mentioned or at least hinted to XRP. You must pay attention to him as he discusses how SWIFT is an outdated system that must be replaced by an American substitute that is once more based on the blockchain and consistently hits XRP on the spot. And it's obvious that the U.S. will make significant investments in XRP as Donald Trump has indicated. Indeed, a federal cryptocurrency reserve has been announced, with the majority of its funds being held in Bitcoin and XRP. Let's roll the clip once more, and we'll be right back. are ignorant of the fact that the financial system's technical foundation is decades old. Paul and others are working to resolve the issue, but under this measure, money transfers and payments are expensive and take days or even weeks to process. Using cutting-edge crypto technology, the entire antiquated system will be eligible for a 21st century overhaul. As we discuss all of this, who would have guessed that 2 years later we would be saying that? Now, for the important part. The juicy details and the trillions of dollars that will soon be added to the XRP ledger are revealed here. We're talking about $654.39 trillion being injected into the XRP ledger globally through RealFi via the Real token. This is all happening through a single organization called RealFi and its native token, which is constructing the XRP ledger to the Real token. Guys, check out the actual token now. I must admit that I am optimistic about the actual token. This is enormous and on a level never seen before. The actual token is this one. Now, it's clear that there are some if you look at this. Support from Juicy is available here. After a pullback, we are witnessing consolidation, which is excellent since it indicates a significant breakout is imminent. Check this out right here. The actual tokens are what we are examining. I'm going to end the video now. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel with press notifications. Peace, and I'll see you all again soon.